Hey guys, I'm going to explain to you how to complete this characterization assignment, so let's jump right in. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is working in Google Slides to create a casting call for basically what would be a remake of The Outsiders. So a new 2020 version of The Outsiders, okay? So I'm going to give you guys Monday and Tuesday to complete this assignment. You're going to have a full class period to work on this assignment. And then after map testing, whenever you finish map testing, you may work on this as well. And then it's going to be due on Friday. So you'll have the whole week to work on it. And then you're going to submit it during your class period on Friday. Okay. So let's kind of go over what this looks like and what to expect. So you are going to be choosing actors to play these characters in the 2020 version of this movie, okay? So for my regular classes, you guys are going to be choosing 4 main characters and 2 minor characters to pick an actor for and kind of describe what the character is like. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper into who the character is and some of their motivations, their feelings, speech, thoughts, why they are the way that they are, and then you're going to pick an actor to play them. We're not actually filming anything for this, so I don't want you guys to think this has become like a film class, because it's not. Okay, you're just choosing the actor and kind of describing some important information about the character. Okay, so anyway, for my regular classes, you're going to be doing 4 main characters and 2 minor characters. For my enriched classes, you guys are doing 5 main characters, 5 minor characters. So 10 total for enriched, 6 total for regular. So here are our main characters to choose from: Ponyboy Curtis, Johnny Cade, Dally Winston, Derry Curtis, Soda Pop Curtis, Cherry Valance, and 2-Bit Matthews. So those are our main characters that you can choose from. Okay, for our minor characters, we have Steve Randall, Marcia, who's never given a last name, but this is Cherry's friend, Bob Sheldon, Randy Adderson, and Tim Shepard. So these are our minor characters that we can choose from. Okay, so you can pick from here, pick who you would like to cast in your film. So you don't have to do all of them. You're just picking the ones that you would like to cast. So a note about the actors. So obviously The Outsiders has already been made into a fantastic movie, one of my personal favorites. So there are already actors for this film. However, since we're doing a remake, you may not use the actors from the original film in this project. So please pick a new character, a new actor to play each character. So to play the part. Think of it as a remake of the film, okay? So here are the actors you may not use at all on this project because they've already been in the original movie. Even though they're all amazing actors, we're not going to use them. So we have Matt Dillon, Rob Lowe, Ralph Macchio, C. Thomas Howell, Patrick Swayze, Emilio Estevez, Diane Lane, Leif Garrett, and Darren Dalton. So you can't use these characters. They've already been in the original Outsiders movie. Okay? So here's what each slide is going to look like. So we have character 1, character 2, character 3, so on and so forth. Okay, so what you're going to be doing is choosing the character, so choosing who it is that you are going to be casting. So for example, if you want to cast Ponyboy, you're going to put Ponyboy Curtis right here. You're going to type your answer right in here. And then for chapter and page, what you're going to be putting is you're going to be finding a significant text passage about that character, either something they say or a description of them. So you're going to be putting the chapter you found it in and the page number you found it on. So that's what's going to go right here. Okay? And then so what you'll do is insert the actor's headshot or picture. So a picture of the actor is going to go right here. And then the actor's full first and last name. Okay? Then you're going to put the rationale, so why this actor or actress is suitable for the role. So we want to try and move beyond just, they look the same as the character. What is a bigger reason? What are some other things that this actor has maybe been in that made you think, hey, they would be good to play the part of this? Okay. And then right here, you're going to add a significant text passage to be used as this character's audition script. So if we were really directors, we'd probably find some sort of dialogue, but for the purpose of this assignment, you can find any sort of text passage from the book about that character. So it can be dialogue, or it can be a description of them. It can be somebody's thoughts about them, anything that has to do with that character and shows you information about them, okay? And remember our trick for how to find something in a large body of text. So if we go to find the whole Outsiders novel, 153 pages, That's a lot, okay? So, but if we're looking for something specific about, say, Dali, I type his name by doing Command F or Control F, whichever one you have on your device, and I can search Dali. I hit enter and it brings up all 253 times that Dali is mentioned in this book. Okay, and it'll go in order. Just a quick tip, if you have not finished the book yet, if you don't know what happens, please try and avoid the last few chapters that we haven't read yet. I accidentally spoiled it for someone using this trick, so I'm so sorry. So just be careful to kind of avoid spoilers, kind of be careful of what page you're on. If you see you're starting to get close to the chapters we haven't read yet, be careful not to let it be spoiled for you. I really want the ending to be a surprise and not be ruined. I know many of you have seen this, but I really don't want it to be spoiled for those who haven't read it, who haven't seen the movie, who don't know what happens, okay? So I can find all these times that Dali is mentioned, so I'm trying to find some sort of characterization about Dali. So for right here, in New York, Dali blew off steam in gang fights, but here, organized gangs are rarities. It's just talking about different things about Dali, okay? So same here, Dali. He was as wild as the boys in the downtown outfits, like Tim Shepard's gang. So we're finding things about Dali that kind of characterize him and show who he is. Same thing. You can do the same thing for Pony Boy, so we can look up all the times that we see Pony Boy. And but obviously, since this is told from his point of view, there's a lot of his internal thoughts, so it should be easy to find something about him. Okay, so that's your trick to find something specific that you're looking for in a large chunk of text. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys my example for what I did in here. So character 1. So for my character, I picked Johnny Cade. I found his kind of the description of him in chapter 1 on page 11. And I picked Finn Wolfhard because I'm a huge Stranger Things fan. I love that show. And I thought that he'd be a good person to play Johnny if I was in charge of remaking the movie. Okay, so I found a picture of him and then I put his first and last name. And then the rationale. So see how I went a little bit deeper than just saying Finn Wolfhard kind of looks like how I imagine Johnny to look. He has dark hair, dark eyes. So Finn Wolfhard is suitable for this role because I believe his character in Stranger Things acts very similar to Johnny. They are both quiet and timid, but capable of being strong when called upon. So that was the real reason that I chose him. Yes, they do look alike, but I think that there's a bigger reason why I picked him as the actor. And then here's a passage that I found about Johnny. So Johnny Cade was last and least. If you can picture a little dark puppy that has been kicked too many times and is lost in a crowd of strangers, you'll have Johnny. Chapter 1, page 11, this describes Johnny right here. And then some character traits about him. Timid, shy, afraid, and nervous. Johnny has been beaten down and is looking for somewhere to belong. Okay? So this is how you're going to fill out each sort of, slide. So for each character, it's going to look something like this. Make sure you give me good detail and that you're giving me quotes that are not just a few words, but they're at least a good full sentence or two. Okay. So this took up most of the space right here. And then at the end, notice how I put chapter 1, page 11, and then I put this in quotes, right? So if we pull anything from somebody else that we did not write, we have to put it in quotes. Otherwise, it is plagiarism, okay? So if you use dialogue, you'll put it in quotes that way, and that's fine. So you can pull dialogue or just a description of the person. Either one is fine. So make sure you fill out all of these boxes, and then so as you go, each one will get filled out. And then at the very end, we have this last thing that we're going to do, which is like kind of an award or a walk of fame slideshow at the end, okay? So we have the protagonist award. So you're going to add the character name that is the main focus of the story. So you'll delete this here, and you're going to add the character's name. Antagonist award, add the character's name that was the opposing force or the opposing against the protagonist. So who is our antagonist? In here, I think there are several, and there are several that are beyond just people. So there are forces of society and nature and things like that. So this is really open to whatever you think it should be. This one is pretty easy to determine who it is, but this one is a little bit more open. Most dynamic award, so add the character's name that showed the biggest change. So when we're talking about dynamic characters, we're talking about characters that change and grow over time. and then most static award. So add the character's name that stayed the same throughout the whole story. So who did not really change at all, who was really stayed the same the whole time. And then you're going to come up with your own award. So create an award and then add the character's name for that, okay? If you guys have any questions on this, ask Miss Wiley. She's going to be helping you guys out. And I can't wait to look at all of these whenever I return back to the classroom. Good luck, guys.